up, my love? Thank you so much for tuning back into another video. I hope you're having an amazing Thursday so far, and that you've had an amazing week so far, and that the trend continues on into a beautiful weekend. But without further ado, let's head into today's topic. So today I want to talk about forming body positivity. Now, I feel like when all of us look in the mirror, we see things that we criticize or that we don't like, or that we constantly nitpick and look at that spot in the mirror and like, why do I have that? Whether it be our acne, our double chin, the way that certain parts hang on our body, our really big pores, whatever it may be for you when you look in the mirror. The truth of the matter is we all have those things. We all have those things that we may not really like. And I think it's because we have this unrealistic standard on social media that this is what our body is supposed to look like. That we are supposed to be a filtered, skinny version of ourselves. And if we are not that version of ourselves, then we are ugly, we are fat, we are insert negative comment about ourselves here. And that is not a very healthy pattern to be going on. Not only the negative view that we have of our own bodies, but the comparison to something that is not even real. Sometimes the things that we see on social media, it's hard to discern whether they are fact or fiction, and most of the time, if not all the time, they are generally fiction. They are a ideal, perfect image of what people would want to look like or what they think they should look like, instead of who they actually are and what they actually look like. And hey, I still look in the mirror and I still nitpick myself and point out all of those things in my head about the things that I don't like, but I'm really working on forming body positivity for myself. And instead of nitpicking myself, I look at myself in the mirror and say, I am beautiful, I am strong, I am confident, I love my body. I love those things that maybe I don't really enjoy or haven't really enjoyed in the past, because it shows that I'm human, it shows that I'm growing, it shows that my body is simply a physical form and it's not going to be the same forever. And I'm okay with that. And if you're not there right now, I totally get it. I know that body shaming and body image is a real thing that people go through, and I have been there. Even if people may look at me and say, Ashley, what do you have to worry about? You're tall and skinny and all of these things. But I still have my own insecurities, and it just goes to show you that no matter what you look like, even if you're the most beautiful person on the planet, even those people have things that they criticize about their own bodies. And it's because we live in a world where we feel that we're never enough. That no matter how beautiful, how skinny, how thin, how lean, how healthy our bodies are, there's always something that could be fixed or where we could have more. But I'm in a time and space right now where I'm really advocating you to love your body, to love what it does for you. The fact that you're able to walk, if you're able to stand, to carry things, the natural curves of your body, the skin color of your body, the way that it feels, the way that it's able to carry you through life and to different destinations. It is a beautiful thing. And just like anything, it is a practice. So something that I do occasionally, not all the time, I should probably do it more to be honest, is just standing in front of a mirror completely naked and just looking at myself, doing my best to come up with positive things to say about my body. And it may be uncomfortable, especially if you don't like looking at your naked body, because all of these negative thoughts come up. It will probably feel very uncomfortable to begin with, but the more that you do it, the more that you're going to be comfortable with seeing your own body, and then the more that natural body positivity will form, and you'll just look at yourself and be like, yeah, I'm some hot shit, I look really good, I'm beautiful, I'm gorgeous. All of these nice comments that you'll have to say about yourself once you start looking at yourself more in this admiring light. Because I think sometimes, we tend to get obsessed over other people, and they're like, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful, they're so gorgeous, I'm in love with them, but we don't really return that love to ourselves. We look to other people and we see all of the qualities that we would want in them and how we don't have them, but we don't really take the time to look at what we really do have, how we can be grateful for those things, how maybe people look at those qualities that we have and they look at us and they're like, oh, I would really want those qualities, but we don't see it as valuable or as worthy because we have degraded ourselves in our head. It's honestly taken quite some time for me to be very comfortable in my own body. I used to really hate how tall I was. I would shrink down and just like cover my shoulders down like this because I didn't like how tall I was. I didn't like how I stood out in a crowd and how I was always taller than all of the boys that I had a crush on, and I was too skinny. I didn't have any meat on my bones, and so I just felt like this long string bean that I really didn't like. But now I've grown to appreciate how tall I am and how it allows me to reach tall things. I also have really long arms, so they allow me to extend and reach things that are kind of far away from me whenever I'm sitting down. And I've learned to lean into my Amazonian tallness and strength. Now I feel a lot more comfortable in my skin and a lot more comfortable with who I am as a person. It's one of those things that just requires requires a lot of patience and a lot of love and kindness that you exert towards yourself. You can't force yourself into loving yourself, so it's going to be a kind and gentle process that you're gonna have to show up for yourself every day and make sure that you're loving yourself, not hammering yourself with those negative, nasty comments, because that's not gonna help any growth. So it's just gonna take some time. And I know it may sound uncomfortable or kind of weird, but I encourage you to try that mirror exercise, and maybe just once. Just see how it goes, and just shower yourself with comments, even if you may not feel like it, even if it may feel uncomfortable. Just see how you feel afterwards, and then if you like it, just keep on going, and then eventually it'll be so easy for you to come up with nice things to say about your own body. But yeah, I hope you try it. I hope this gave you something to think about today. I hope you have a great rest of your Thursday and a great rest of your week, and until next time, bye.